Hello, this is Rory Cocker for Nintendo Life, and today I'm going to be talking about a lesser known, kind of obscure little indie title called Call of Duty. What with the announcement of the heavily rumoured Call of Duty Ghosts imminent, I thought now would be as good a time as any to discuss the multitude of control options available to Wii U owners when it comes to the COD franchise. Now I know there are rumours doing the rounds at the moment suggesting that the next iteration of the series won't actually be hitting Nintendo's console, but since I think that's an absolute load of codswallop, let's get stuck in. Badoof! The most popular control scheme amongst Wii U players, I would assume, is the Wii U Gamepad, simply due to the fact that it's the one controller that every single player owns right out of the box. The button layout on the Wii U Gamepad is scarily comfortable for those late night Call of Duty sessions. It's almost as if Treyarch themselves had direct input on the design of the thing during the R&D stages. It really is that nice to hold. Of course, in addition to this, you've also got the ability to flick between custom classes and sensitivity options on the fly, as well as having the entire map at your disposal on the gamepad screen, which is particularly handy for snipers, especially when your team has a UAV enabled. Perhaps the single coolest benefit of using the Wii U Gamepad though, is of course the off-TV play functionality, allowing you to shoot people in the face from the comfort of your own snuggly bed. The gamepad is also the only controller that will allow you to use voice chat natively. Of course you could actually use voice chat with the other setups, but you'd still need to have the tablet next to you on the sofa as you play, which is kind of cumbersome and, well, a bit stupid in all honesty. Despite all the positives though, the paltry battery life of the almighty 6-inch screen behemoth kinda puts a downer on the whole thing, especially for those looking to pull off some of those serious all-night sessions. Next up is the Wii U Pro controller, offering a more traditional console FPS experience. Again, it's an exceedingly comfortable option, retaining, more or less, the same button layout as the Wii U Gamepad, including those all-important clicky sticks. Admittedly, the parallel sticks positioned above the face buttons do take some getting used to, but after 20 minutes or so, it actually becomes second nature, and it makes perfect sense considering the positioning of the shoulder buttons and the triggers. For Call of Duty at least, I actually prefer the Wii U Pro controller to the Xbox 360 controller, which is otherwise my favourite pad of all time. Obviously you don't get the touchscreen here, so on-the-fly class changes and all that lovely stuff isn't available. However, as a trade-off, you'll get a whopping 60 hours of battery life, so you'll need to recharge before the controller does. Like seriously, if you're playing Call of Duty for over 60 hours at a time, then seek help immediately, and energy drinks. Lots and lots of energy drinks.
Mountain Dew, guys, am I right? Hey, am I right?
For marathon sessions, the Wii U Pro controller is probably your best bet. Also offering more familiar fare is the Wii Classic Controller and Classic Controller Pro. These are decent, cost-effective options for split-screen multiplayer, and it's cool that Treyarch added support for them. However, it must be said that, in my opinion at least, these don't come recommended as a primary control method. The main reason for that is the lack of clickable analog sticks, effectively leaving the Classic Controller with 2 buttons fewer than the other offerings. This means that important actions, such as the melee attack, must be mapped to button presses, which isn't ideal in the heat of battle. Moving your thumb from the analog stick to the D-pad or a face button costs valuable milliseconds, which could spell the difference between life and death. And that may sound kind of ridiculous, but in a frantically paced shooter like Black Ops 2, it's the god-honest truth. Bang. And lastly, but by no means leastly, is the Wii Remote and Nunchuk scheme. This setup offers an unholy level of precision for those who have the patience to master it. It's tricky at first, and the sheer amount of customization required to get it just right can be kind of daunting. But once you've got it nailed down, it's the closest you'll find to a mouse and keyboard setup on any console. It's also by far the most fun. Using the super precise infrared pointer in the campaign is absolutely fantastic, and for me, its inclusion alone makes Black Ops 2 on Wii U the definitive console version. However, like most good things in life, there is a catch. Online play seems to be heavily weighted towards the dual analog players, with a frankly ridiculous amount of aim assist. Again, it's awesome that Treyarch included support for the Wii Remote, but on the other hand, it's also a crying shame that they feel the need to punish people for using it. The aim assist is so severe that it's hard to recommend the Wii Remote for competitive play. It's true that the online community for Black Ops 2 on Wii U isn't the largest, but I still think that Treyarch missed a trick by not including Wii Remote only playlists. Hopefully it's a feature that will make it into the Wii U version of Call of Duty Ghosts when it inevitably launches this November. So guys, tell me, which control scheme do you prefer to use when playing online? And are you excited about Call of Duty Ghosts? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and of course, feel free to subscribe to Nintendo Life. Ciao!